both of those guys are really good, but I think that Cade Cunningham is the future. I think no one can see it right now because it's in Detroit. And that's the bad part about being in a place like that. You know, SGA had to deal with it and he rebuilt. As he got comfortable, he started learning how to do that leadership thing. And I think with Cade, he's been there long enough now to really see that he could take the team to the next level if he gets some more pieces that are more veteran savvy type shit. And I think him and Jalen Green gonna be the future of the league. I mean, you look at who we got to choose from between Tatum Brown, Jalen Green,
Luka,
you know, Wemby,
Ant-Man.
You know, the future's bright when it comes to talent. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cade is one of those guys that has a structure to kind of make basketball what we know it to be. Play it the right way, go get it the right way, and still have grit and competitiveness.
Yeah, well, that's why he's in Detroit. I think where he's at, Detroit is fine. I mean, they have winning culture. Like, you know, they got some banners up there. You know,
Just doing some rebuilding.
Yeah, they got a young core. It just like depends on if they stay together. Like you said, like a lot of teams are just trying to win now. Like, what is the win now? Like, are they gonna stay together? They're gonna keep building and adding pieces. You know, because he is a player that you do want to play with because he does pass the ball.
Does pass the ball.
So Cade, 23 years old. Jalen Green, 22, will turn 23 in February. Still young, still young. I'll give you their head-to-head. They're 2-2 in their 4 meetings against each other. In those meetings, Cade is averaging 21.7 assists, 6 rebounds. Jalen Green averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, also a steal per game. So good. What do you think about this young burgeoning, not even say burgeoning, but this young rivalry with Kade Cunningham, Jalen Green as it continues to mature in the NBA?
I mean, I think that they're both living up to, you know, the debate who was better in high school, who was better coming into the draft, 1, 2, right? I think right now, both of them are just very different at what they do. One is a highlight reel, one is a, you know, solid player who knows how to get it done. So how they play and approach the game every year is gonna go down to when these guys retire. I think that's one of these type of matchups that, you know, they're gonna compete, they're gonna keep pushing the limit, winning, non-winning. And I don't think we're gonna see who wins this race between these two into the end.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing because they get to both go into the summer thinking who's better, you know, kind of like Magic and Bird did, you know, back then. And I think that's one of these rivalries that they're gonna always self-check each other because the other one's gonna be doing something.
So Rockets currently second in the West. Pistons, 7th in the Eastern Conference right now. I think of those two teams, we would have been less expecting the Pistons to be performing so well just based on previous seasons.
Both.
But the Rockets,
both.
you know,
Well, no, but both.
E-man,
but
I'm just, you know.
They've been in the same position for so long.
Rockets have a better team, right? They have a better team because they got Sengun. They got
I don't know, man.
better than
Durden, Jalen, and they
But
got
not-
Stewart.
But is anybody better than Sengun on that team?
I think when you talk about being able to
That
sustain Sengun,
Yeah.
I think Stewart and them, they can
No,
isolate
I'm just
them.
talking about just the
Just
talent.
matchup,
itself. Just-
talent matchup. I think
right now, Detroit
that
trending in that
talent is
direction.
the offense versus defense.
Yeah.
I think it's like Ben Wallace against somebody like Shaq. Ben Wallace versus Shaq. It's like, okay, we're gonna have to isolate this. Now, who else we got on that team that don't match up with
You got
with the Pistons?
Now I'm just saying Jalen Green's team is better, so his numbers are going to be down. You got Cade, whose team is developing, so he has to produce more numbers, right? So it's like they're here with where they're projected, like so they're both teams is better than what anybody expected, so they're both doing their damn job, right? You can't say Cade is not pushing his team up. He is. We've seen what they did last year. We see where they are now. We see Houston where they were last year. They came on at the end, almost made the playoffs, so they continue that, and we see where they are. So both are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing to.
Both got a bag, obviously different circumstances.
Yeah.
Yo, question. So out of all these youngins that are coming up, right? Who peaks first? Like out of all these youngins that are coming up.
From that?
Yeah, from that crew, from the Anthony Edwards, from the Tatums, from the Browns, from the Jalen Green.
The Tatum men, they're peaking already, so they're
a little bit older.
So they can't get.
No, they can get better. I mean, they're in the peak. These other ones are still trying to learn.
Ant 23, Jalen Green 22, I believe. Cade 23. They're all in that 23 range, though. Obviously, Jalen Green was 23
Anthony
in
Edwards
February.
might be in trouble.
Facts.
We asked this question, I believe, last
I think
week.
Anthony Edwards. I think because
if they were all the same age,
no,
said it's
because
early.
they're all. But what I'm saying, they're all the same age.
So
you're gonna take. Remember, Anthony Edwards is only 23, so you're putting him in front of.
We had this combo, the Ant Cade combo last week. Shout out Nate Jones, who posted on
It's
Twitter.
different, bro.
Listen,
it's different right now.
Listen, with these youngins coming up, I think he gonna get lost in the sauce.
He is the youngin. He just been in the league longer.
Nah, he been in front
No,
of the camera
I'm
longer.
saying I think he about to peak in the next 1 or 2 years. It ain't gonna look like y'all think. With all the other young.
Ant-Man's going to peak in the next 1 or 2 years. It's not going to look.
I mean, listen, I mean, I think that trade hurt him.
It did.
Let's just say, but he's if he was on a bad team, he would be right in the same position as them. He's just been he's fortunate to just have a good team. But at 23, he's already a 2-time All-Star and All-NBA player. He's far in front of these guys.
What it does is it saves him. Playing on a good team saves him from making all those nasty mistakes that we see Jalen Green was making. See how nasty it looked in Detroit because they on the team, they get to make mistakes. When you're on a good team, you can make mistakes, but y'all still good because y'all a good team. You can make up for your mistake. So I can make up for your mistake. But when you playing by yourself and Edwards, and you got to go out here and take them bad shots on top of the ones you already take on your good team, more of them, and you don't get the ball back type shit, you could probably average 26, 27.
Yeah.
But that's going to look nasty. And you're going to end up putting your team in a position that Houston was in, trying to rebuild, and it's going to look nasty.
I just think it's quiet over there.
So question for you guys. What in your opinion, and obviously there's no right answer, but what's a better situation for a young player to develop in? We saw Cade have to take his lumps early on, be on a trash team, but have to be the man on that team, figure it out. That team trending in the right direction. Jalen, similar, obviously has Şengün and other guys coming in to help build that team in a winning program. You talk about Ant coming into a situation where he didn't have to be the guy right away.
Didn't start right away.
Ant
off
will
the
be.
bench.
Ant is in the worst position out of all of them. Because he's one at an early age where everybody's developing, right? So he doesn't, the grace period of like Cade or Jalen has where they get to develop their game and then the team is built around them. So they lose where no one's counting on them to win. And then when they're in position, they can start winning. Well, he's won and been winning and making playoffs from the beginning. It's the Tatum and Brown situation where they're winning and winning accolades, and what ends up happening is people get tired of it and then say, what are you gonna do? When are you gonna take the next step? And the motherfucker's sitting there like, bitch, I'm 24, 25. I have, like the guy you're putting me against ain't even been in the playoffs, but he has more grace period than me.
I mean,
so he will be talked down upon when his team, when he's 25 or 26 and they decide to rebuild, but he's so young, they're gonna rebuild around him. That's gonna be the problem.
Shift back to Kade Cunningham real quick before we move on to Mostly Fans. So the final NBA All-Star starter fan votes were released last week. Cunningham finished 7th amongst Eastern Conference guards. So as a reminder, fans account for 50% of the vote to decide the All-Star starters. Players in a media panel account for 25% each. So Gil, during a recent episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog, woof, woof, you said that Cade should consider moving to a bigger market to truly allow his game to flourish, in so many words, just paraphrasing. So those comments got the attention of Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, who had this response.
I would just disagree. Kevin Durant was pretty good in Oklahoma City. Tim Duncan was pretty good in San Antonio. This day and age, the basketball travels, right? There's so many outlets, so many people following, cameras. The game is so big that, to me, I just disagree with that, right? There was a time where, you needed to be in New York or LA or Boston to be marketable or whatever it may be. But Detroit's won championships, with a certain style of play. And you'd be hard pressed to tell me, Chauncey Billups, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton. Like, I could go on and on, obviously, about those guys that they needed to be somewhere else to get the job done. So I don't agree with it. And, I think there's a lot of facts behind that.
Did he name a fact behind it?
He pointed to some players who thrived in smaller markets.
What was my quote about his markability?
You said he has a big market type of game.
Has a
he needs to
big
be in a big
market
market
type
game
of-
to allow his game to flourish, I believe. Something along those lines.
Chat.
And he said he disagrees.
He said he disagrees.
And he named who?
Kevin Durant.
Said he was pretty good in OKC, right? Okay. And then he named somebody else.
Who did he name again?
Tim Duncan, right?
Named Tim Duncan, Spurs.
One of the best power forward ever, right?
Yeah.
And most people, when we talk top 5, they forget to bring them up, right? 'Cause you just forget about them, right? Chauncey Billups too, right? Now, I was with Chauncey Billups after he won a championship with Adidas, and Tim Duncan was already, a 3-4-time All-Star. I sold more shoes than they did. I was more popular than they are. We released another pair of shoes before the Hall of Fame Tim Duncan and the champion. So what he's saying is his opinion has nothing to do with the facts, because the facts are still the facts, right? We have Donovan Mitchell doing his thing over there, right?
Yes, #1 option.
No one talks about it, right? Right? No one talks about it. Shea is #1 over there, right? No one buys his shoes. Right? He's in the fashion, he's in it, can't sell no Jokic is over where he's at. MVP, 3-time MVP. What shoes does he wear?
I believe.
We don't know.
I know because I'm
Right? We do not know what shoes he wears. We don't know. No one is looking for him. No one cares. There still is likability where your market is. It's actually still a thing. I get it, right? You want to push for your man because of who he is, but you take him and you put his 24, 25 in a bigger city, trust me, people will be talking about it.
New York?
It's still a thing. It's still a market. I'm sorry. Don't blame me for saying it. You got De'Aaron Fox over there in Sacramento playing the way he's playing. No recognition. You got a man down in Atlanta who's been averaging a double-double, 20 and 10, 20, 27 and something. Nobody talks about it, right? So the market is still a market.
That's a fact.
Right? When you're doing your shoe contract, trust me, the percentages you're gonna get more bonuses being in a bigger market.
Mr. Simmons.
And that's not my opinion.
What's the big market cities?
New York, LA, Boston.
I'll say Golden State.
Yeah. So LA, New York, Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, DC,
Would you say
Miami,
Would you say Toronto?
Dallas. Toronto has his own market. It's weird.
Still a billion people.
That's 8.
9?
Houston, Texas,
You say because of Yao?
Okay, out of all them names you gave me, right? I'm thinking all the players that are on those teams.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia too. So you say, man, if he had more likability and markability in these big cities, more people would know about it. Sell more shoes and stuff, right? Big city. Boston. Jaylen Brown's shoe not selling out.
Does he have a shoe?
Yeah, he has a shoe.
He just came out with one.
Jason Tatum's shoe not selling out. All right, let's go to another market. Miami. Big market?
Yeah.
Miami. So I'll just from 2022, but I'll read NBA market size rankings just on
So they have a market size rate.
TV market size and metro population. So #1, you got the Knicks, Nets.
Hold on. Knicks, Nets. Who
Number
on the
one.
Knicks?
Brooklyn.
Who's on the Knicks? Biggest
Jaylen
market.
Brown. Jalen
Jalen Brunson. Does he have a shoe?
No.
Is he markable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is he being marketed?
Good podcast.
Is he being marketed like he's speaking of?
No, no.
Can we finish? Let me finish. Go ahead. Keep going.
When he plays well, does not the world don't know about it?
Nope.
Yeah.
No one cares. It's boring.
No. Last year was no. Last year it was crazy.
The same reason when Julius Randle thinks he about playing bad.
Who else?
The same reason everybody's calling Cat and praising Cat right now because of the market he's in.
Nope.
Cat in the MVP race.
Talking about.
No.
What are you talking about?
So Knicks, Nets is number 1. Lakers, Clippers market. LA market is 2. Chicago market 3. Philly market 4.
Who in Chicago selling?
They don't have no buyer.
Nobody. Okay. Who else?
Philly 4.
Who in Philly selling?
Is anybody buying in B?
Anybody buying them Maxi joints? All right. Who else?
But Maxey is.
The Mavs are 5th. This is
Mavs are 5th. Who's buying Kyrie shoes?
Who has a big.
China.
Who's buying?
People?
Who's buying Luka shoes?
I don't even know if
All right,
Luka
those
has
are big
a-
markets. Keep
I don't
going.
think Luka have
More
a-
big markets.
Wait, wait,
Nobody's being promoted.
6.
I mean,
Who's
they're buying
Toronto?
Kyrie shit.
One's being promoted.
Nobody's on Toronto.
He's naming.
All right, go ahead. Who else?
Everybody
Big
in
markets.
the top 5.
Big
votes.
markets.
Golden
Big
State,
markets.
Golden State.
They naming every
Steph
fucking
Curry.
body and voting.
Steph Curry got what? Under Armour.
Curry.
Who else on that team is doing anything, selling anything or doing anything?
Curry brands them.
That's it. Curry. Who else?
Atlanta's 8.
Atlanta. Trae Young. 8. Trae Young. Number 8. Biggest market in the NBA. Can't get nobody to watch him play.
Watching.
Big market.
Wait, watch
Big
play?
Big
He
market.
signed with Jordan Brand. Like, what are you talking about?
Is he selling?
He just had 3.
Is he selling?
3
Is he
shoes.
selling?
We don't know. We don't have.
We don't know. He was
number.
with Adidas, right?
Yeah.
Hey, did he sell anything?
Yeah.
I still got them bulky ass shits in my fucking closet.
Okay, now.
I ain't put them shits on in one motherfucking bit.
Trey, I wore your shoes. I enjoyed the Adidas shoes.
Huh?
I enjoyed your Adidas, Trey. If you have any excess.
All of a sudden, guys like Donovan Mitchell not marketable? We not watching? How?
Wait, Donovan.
Because your feed ain't on that feed.
Wait, Donovan Mitchell's market.
Ain't it about feed? Ain't it about what you're watching? Ain't it about what you like? It's called preference, right?
You said Donovan Mitchell
It's
is
your.
marketable.
But listen, can you get outside of your preference?
No, I just don't want to be inside yours.
You're reading it. This is not mine. Are you reading it or not?
I'm reading from the
Okay,
internet.
it's not mine. It's you're reading it, right?
Are you Googling?
Right. It's not my preference. You're reading the
Wait,
preference.
wait, Donovan Mitchell is marketable in Cleveland?
Just you Googling.
Tatum All-Star voting. Him, Cat. Oh,
Is he on his phone?
yeah.
Did I get on my phone?
That's why you're.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
That's why you're wrong.
Okay.
That's why you
yeah.
LeBron.
I just wish we didn't have phone.
That's why.
If you didn't have no phone, we wouldn't know who was
But
wrong or who
that's
was
why
right.
you can say
We wouldn't
LeBron.
know who was wrong or who was right.
But I got my phone.
Because then it's
Who sounds the best? I don't give a fuck about
who
who
can
sounds the best.
debate.
I don't care
Who
about
can
debate.
debate?
It means nothing.
You know when they on the presidential debate, they say you can't use your
don't-
phone.
I don't
What
care.
you doing with your phone?
You get a
son?
notepad.
I don't care about
man.
debating
Go ahead though. Go ahead
something
though.
wrong. Okay, Jason Tatum, Carl Anthony's 3rd now in votes. Okay. LaMelo's in front of Donovan Mitchell, Dame, and Jalen Brunson there. Okay. We got Lakers. You got Wemby. Okay.
Is he making any points or you just name it? What are you doing?
I'm just naming the players, right? So Cade being in Detroit, playing the way he's playing, having 7 triple doubles. Where does that rank? No one knows.
Everyone knows.
Where does it rank?
You don't know.
Where does it rank?
You don't know.
You said everyone, so you meaning yourself?
No. I mean, everybody who paid attention to the game, they know
Do you pay
he plays
attention?
well, yeah.
So how many? Where does he rank in triple doubles?
Don't care.
Okay. So that means
It's a useless stat.
Do you know? Do you know? Okay.
Where he ranked
Do you know?
doubles this year?
Yeah. Where does he rank in triple doubles? Cade.
Second? Is he second?
What you think?
Is he second?
Triple doubles.
Let's go.
You know how many?
All right. Hey, we got to break off of this.
Okay.
We got to break off of this.
So 9 people don't know. Okay. Exactly.
Damn, you niggas want to keep me OT. I ain't even know OT.
But if it was Luka, you know how many they got.
All right, guys, breaking news.
Breaking news.